Hey guys, I'm David from playhurling.com, and today I wanted to discuss player recruitment. Ever since moving to North America, what I've realised and what a lot of clubs have mentioned to me is that they struggle with numbers, whether getting people out training or getting people to go into matches. So I'm from an online marketing background, so I wanted to share a couple tips to grow your club and to get more people out training. So since I'm based in North America, a lot of these tips are focused on the North American audience, but still they can be applied to no matter where your club is located. So here are a few tips on how to recruit players for hurling abroad. So the first thing is teach hurling at universities. There's an untapped potential with universities. They have an audience that are willing to try something new. It's a big community that are very well connected, and if you can get into a university, you have a huge audience to choose from. Being an Irish sport, we can play into the Irish community. A lot of North American universities have Celtic Studies programs, so this is where students learn about Irish culture, they learn the Irish language, and you could actually introduce the elements of Irish sport. I have personal experience with this with the University of Toronto. The professor of the Celtic Studies program there reached out to me because she saw my videos. So that gave me access to people that had never heard of hurling before, but they were learning Irish. So here's what you could do with your local university. You could research if there is a Celtic Studies program going on there, send them an email and ask if their class are interested in trying another part of Irish culture. Most professors would be more than happy to bring you in and show their class what hurling is, and maybe bring them through some drills or just even talk about it. It's more exposure to it, like the more awareness that people can have on the game, the better. And even if there's not a Celtic Studies program in your university, try some other related program if there's like some culture studies or whatever it may be, that there might be still some interest at the university. So the next tip is know how to sell the concept of hurling. So my usual pitch that I give to people is relating it to North American sports. So like hurling is fast-paced like lacrosse, requires the same hand-eye coordination as baseball, and is as tough as hockey. And maybe you can do something like that. There's also many other reasons, and I'm sure you have some too, of why people should be playing this wonderful game. Here are a few reasons that you can throw out to people when they ask you about hurling. The stadium attendance at the All-Ireland Senior Hurling Final has been higher out of the last 13 of 15 years than the Super Bowl. Hurling is considered to be the fastest field sport in the world. The fastest shot ever recorded was by TJ Reid in 2014, which was 112 miles an hour. Hurling is steeped in 3,000 years of Irish history. Hurling builds character and incredible courage. Hurling players are honest and tough. Diving, as seen in soccer, is not tolerated. Hurling equipment is cheaper than other major North American stick sports. Hurling has constant action and constant scoring, and games are thrilling and unpredictable. The skills you've learned in basketball, baseball, hockey, lacrosse, golf, tennis and rugby can be applied in some form to hurling. No matter what your background, everyone is welcome to play hurling, and clubs are more than happy to teach you the basics. Another way to recruit more players is to build a strong social media presence around your club. At every training or match, make sure to take as many photos as you can and videos and upload them to social media. This gives a glimpse into what your club is like and give some social proof in order to convince people to join. What I've found that the best places to post on, other than YouTube, are Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. On Instagram and Twitter, make sure to use local hashtags, like if you're in New York, use NY Sports, if you're in LA, use LA Sports. Whatever hashtags you think people that might be interested in hurling are using, throw them in and just test it out and see what you come up with that are local to your area. As well as your social profiles, tap into Facebook groups. So let's say, for example, in Toronto, there's Irish New in Toronto. A lot of them might be aware that there's a hurling community located in Toronto, or if you're in New York, Irish in New York, or even sports groups that are located in New York or North Carolina or whatever it may be. Just post about your upcoming training times, couple photos, videos. It's kind of like a sales pitch that you're trying to convince them to come out. You could even write directly to the admin of the Facebook group, asking them to post on your behalf. So this, one, gives you more credibility, and secondly, it just clears it that it's okay for you to be posting about your club. Another way to get more attention for your club is to display signs while you're training or playing matches. This is part of my belief of always be marketing, and even when you're training or playing a match, that there's a sign displayed right there saying like, what are we playing? We're playing hurling. It is as much fun as it looks. When you're playing hurling abroad, people often get curious and stop to watch, and having a sign there answers a lot of their questions. They can Google it while they're watching it and find more about it. It just sparks more interest. I originally saw this idea by the NCGAA, which is the collegiate GAA, and I think it's an amazing idea. It's a really good method to just get more people knowing about what hurling is. A simple sign can be a great opportunity to spread awareness in your community. I've created a simple sign that you can use, and I've linked it down in the description box below. Basically just print it out, tape it on a tree, and you have a sign. It's good to have promotional material like this sign that they can Google and find out more about it, or if you want to go in the more physical route of having business cards or a leaflet or something that they can walk away with and refer to later. So the next tip is cross-promotion with other stick sports. So, like, Americans are obsessed with baseball, hockey and lacrosse. They have similar attributes to hurling, and that's one thing that you can reach out to other clubs that belong to those sports and ask if they're interested to learn a similar sport. When you're reaching out to these baseball, lacrosse or hockey clubs, make sure to reinforce the point that hurling's not a replacement sport, it's a complementary one. The skills that they've learned in their sport can be applied to hurling and vice versa, and it's just a fun thing to do that they might do as a side, or they might actually join your hurling club. So you can approach this two ways. The first one is a demonstration game. When they're having a match, that during their intermission or half time, that your team goes on and shows their audience and the players what hurling is all about. And this is to spark interest. This is an exhibition game. At the end of your demonstration, you can announce when your training times are on and that everyone is welcome. And it's just one way to tap into already built community. The goal of this is to get more eyeballs on the game of hurling and to demonstrate your club's skills. So a good example of this, the Jersey Shore GAA are doing a great job on social media, and they demonstrated hurling to a baseball club in the Jersey Shore area. And they took photos, they took video, and they posted them on social media. And it's kind of like following in their footsteps. They gave a great example, and that's what your club can do as well. So the second method is more player focused and is focused on, let's say, a baseball team. So at the end of their training, that if you contact their coach and ask, can you just show their players the basics of hurling? And this can be showing them how to roll lift, jab lift, strike the ball, hit on the ground. And it's basically just getting the hurl in their hands. Let's say for lacrosse that roll lifting the ball is the same in both sports, and they will quickly realize that. The other side of this relates to the online world. While you're showing them the basics of hurling, take some photos, take some videos, and tag them on social media afterwards. And this will increase your chances of being exposed to their community. If you have some footage of one of their players trying hurling, and let's say you tag them on Twitter and they retweet it, then that exposes your club to their audience. And maybe it mightn't be those players, but it might be their followers that might be interested in your club. So it just kind of like broadens your audience and just gets you more exposure, more eyeballs on your club. Another great tip is to use testimonials from your existing players. Testimonials are a great way to encourage others to try hurling based on social proof. You can post these testimonials on your Facebook page or your website, and it means that the secretary doesn't have to do all the work, that everyone on the team gets their voice and also gets to promote hurling and your club. Just ask your players for a quick quote on why do they show up to training, why are they members of the club, what does the club mean to them, and then that means everyone is promoting hurling and your club together. And a final tip is to post your club and events on playhurling.com. Playhurling.com is a website for the hurling abroad community. So right now I have more than 100 North American clubs listed. And if your club isn't listed there, contact me and I'll add it to the list. It's just a quick way for people to find clubs in their area and to help them play hurling. All the clubs are listed on playhurling.com/clubs, and I've linked that below. Also, if you're looking to promote a specific training or meetup or match, you can list it on playhurling.com/events. And I'll help you promote it through my social media channels. We can all work together to help grow your attendance. You can also tag me on Instagram or Twitter @playhurling with any photos or videos or promotional material, and I'll happily repost it. Well, thanks for watching this video, and I hope these tips help with player recruitment. And if anything's worked for you, make sure to comment below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!